Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Saturday, January 20th, 2018. It's probably, I think it's like about 4:30 now. Well, quarter to 5 in the afternoon. Was a really nice day today. We got quite a bit of sunshine. And I'm going to show you this real quick here. Look who came up to the homestead. Mom came up for a visit. So say hello.
Hello.
She came up to spend the weekend with me because the kids are at Mom's for a couple days, and they'll come home tomorrow. So Mom came up to visit, and so anyway, we ended up pulling in 1.7 kilowatt hours today of solar, and I'm waiting because we did have a lot of snow melt today. But as you can see, there's still a ton of snow everywhere. And I really didn't want to work in all that. And I want to get those other two panels in. But I want to wait a couple days and see what the weather's going to do. You know, it's supposed to be decent, so hopefully we're going to get some more meltage. Now I wanted to show you up here on the house the ice blocks. There's a layer of ice. It's probably 1.5 inches thick up through here. And if you can see on the underside here, it is hanging off probably 6 to 8 inches right now over that. And so what'll end up happening, that'll just slosh off at one point. And once it starts, it's like a train effect. It just, the whole thing just starts going then. But we've had melting happening all day long. It was even happening last night. But you can see that that's going to slide off of there. And at some point, that is going to end up sliding right off. But so anyway, I'm not sure exactly what day I'm going to work on those panels. We're going to have to see what the weather's going to do. It's supposed to be decent, really warm, like the next 3 days for sure. And so I'm hoping that we get a lot more meltage up here and get a lot of this off, and we'll go from there. But so anyway, I wanted to talk about the topic of this video, the government shutdown. As we know, the government shut down last night, you know, at midnight. And so what's it all about, and what's all the games that are being played in Washington? Obviously, the Democrats are doing hardball and not wanting to budge unless there's a discussion about DACA. And, you know, if you've been following the news and anything like that, you know what I'm talking about with that. You know, those are those kids that, the anchor kids basically. And the parents get to stay forever and a day because their kids are here. So, and you know, it's not the kids' fault, granted, but they were brought here illegally. When I had the discussion yesterday, so I'm not going to get into all of that again. But one thing we got to understand here with both the Democratic and the Republican Party, they're the same thing. They're exactly the same thing. They are not looking out for our best interest. That's not their role. They don't care about us. They're going to look out for each other. They want each other to be rich. They, you know, it's no surprise that by their second term in office that they're millionaires, either congressmen or senators, you know. And they're basically, they're bought and paid for the most part by their special interest groups. And they, you know, have their own agenda. Okay, they're not used to somebody like Trump in office that is not going to play their games. And you know, I had to laugh. If you watch the media, obviously they're so anti-Trump, it is unbelievable. And I had to laugh when I saw a picture the other day. They were talking about his mental stability and stuff like that. So it showed a picture of Trump, and then it showed a picture of Bill Clinton side by side, and they're both 71. And Bill Clinton looks terrible. I mean, he looks absolutely haggard. And Trump looks pretty good, fat and happy. So, anyway, I had to laugh too because the whole media went nuts with the comment of the SH whole countries. And you know, here's the thing, guys. Realistically, if they were not SH whole countries, they wouldn't want to come here. You know, the United States is a land of opportunity, and we have the, you know, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than the countries that they're trying to get out of. And, you know, we have lost a lot of our freedoms here, and I think that's what a lot of people are freaking fed up with. Too much governmental control and those type of things. What's up, Maxie? Anyway, so let's realize first of all that both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are one and the same. It doesn't matter who's in power; they're out for themselves. They are not out for us. Okay, and so with Trump being voted in, I think that just threw a monkey wrench in all of their plans, because I think that yes, is he rich as well? He sure is, but I think he really wants to make America great again. I believe that he does, and I think he's trying, and he's up against a ton of opposition, that's for sure. And anyway, but there's a lot of games going on. The Republicans want obviously increased spending. They're looking to get a 2-year deal done for funding for the government for the next 2 years, and like I said, for the average person. That we go to work every day and we are paying our bills and paying our taxes like we always do. The government shutdown doesn't really affect us at all. It's certain people that are going to be affected by it. Obviously, the military guys, if it lasts for any length of time, it's going to affect their paychecks. They're going to be delayed on getting their paychecks. They will get them eventually, but the thing is, in the meantime, how do you pay your bills? Most of the people in this country, guys, we are week to week. We are from one paycheck to the next paycheck trying to survive. And, a lot of people are not sitting on $30, $40, $50,000 as a backup. I know I'm not. I wish I was. But, we just have to realize that, there's a lot of games going on, a lot of political nonsense, a lot of finger pointing. This is the person that's to blame, and that's the person to blame. And then somebody had made the comment that my Chuck Schumer, is the leader of the pack of, and I said, listen, don't blame Chuck Schumer on us up here in upstate New York. Upstate New York is completely Republican up here. It's New York City. New York City carries the state every time. New York State will always be Democrat because of New York City, Long Island, and down there. It is what it is, unfortunately. In New York, it doesn't make any difference. The Republicans rule here. But not in the upstate area. If you ever look at the map, you'll see that, the cities like Rochester and Buffalo and Syracuse will be all Democrat, but then all your suburbs and all your outlying areas, for the most part, they're all going to be Republican. But, it really, like I said, it doesn't make any difference because, they rule the state, unfortunately. And then we got Andrew Cuomo to deal with, too, who is a complete piece of crap, but that's another whole story. So anyway, it's, there's a lot of games that are played. There's a lot of things that they're doing behind closed doors, and everything is a big show. And of course, they're going to try to discredit President Trump and make him look bad. And here's the thing is, I'm a big believer in giving somebody a chance. He's been in office for a year now. And yeah, is he a little crass? Yes, he is. But I like it. I do. I just, he's no nonsense. He says it like it is. If you don't like it and your feelings are hurt, too bad. And I like that. That's just me. I say it like it is. And I can, unfortunately, sometimes say things that are not with, no tact, I guess is probably the best way to say it. I don't have a lot of tact. I just say it like it is. And if you like it, cool. If you don't, that's kind of like, that's your problem. That's just the way I've always been. And anyway, so, hopefully they get this nonsense squared away fairly quickly. Holding up everything for illegal immigrants that shouldn't be in our country anyway is nonsense. And I think that they need to get themselves straightened out. I mean, somebody had made the comment that, while they do these government shutdowns, none of them should get paid. You're right, none of them should get paid, but they still are. They're voting themselves in raises all the time, and that's crap. They make way too much money. They have, benefits for life and all kinds of stuff where the rest of us have to struggle, which is just, it's not the way it should be, but it is what it is. Anyhow, so I definitely want to hear your thoughts again about this. I know this is going to be an ongoing discussion until they get things straightened out. And I'm not going to do videos every day about the government being shut down. I'm going to tell you that right now. But it's definitely something that needed to be discussed and kind of clear up what's going on. And like I said, it's a lot of political grandstanding and a lot of games going on behind closed doors. And, you know, it's somebody had made the comment, and I love this analogy. It's like the kid that gets pissed off at everybody and picks up his ball and goes home. That's what it's like. And I just thought that that's hilarious because that's exactly what it's like. They're a bunch of children. They need to grow up, realize they work for us, the American people, and they need to do what's best for us, the American people. Some stuff's coming down off there. But, you know, those are the things that we really need to worry about, is getting those type of things squared away. So, anyway, definitely want your thoughts on this. I want to hear what you have to think. Like I said, to me, both parties suck. They are not looking out for us. And something needs to change in that aspect. And I think with people putting President Trump in office, I think that was like the big first shakeup of people saying, hey, I've had enough of this crap. I'm tired of business as usual, and I want something different. And he's definitely been that, and he pisses a lot of people off, which I love that. I do. I just think that that's hilarious. We got way too many people that are way too sensitive. So anyway, that being said, you know, that's what's going on. And so anyway, I definitely want your feedback on this topic. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember, it's STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Keep prepping. Keep doing what you got to do. Continue to get ready, because we never know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen. And that's kind of scary as well, okay? I will talk to you all tomorrow, and have a great night. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.